Yo, what's up, guys? Quickly, just before we start, I do want to thank everyone who's been in the streams recently on TikTok. They've actually been popping off recently, and without you guys, it wouldn't be possible. So, just want to shout out you guys and give a huge thank you for supporting the streams. Alright, so these games are all like live on stream, by the way. So, if you want to watch them live, TikTok, RageBaitCR is the place to watch them. Anyways, we're using this pump bow deck. This deck is so fun to play, you guys. And surprisingly, I do win matchups that you'd think I couldn't be able to beat with this deck, considering there's no building or anything like that, and obviously like vines being in the game. So you think like Mighty Miner vines, like damn, they can kind of wreck you with golem and stuff like that. But no, surprisingly, we can actually handle the decks pretty well. But in this first matchup, this match is crazy. You'll see the ending of this match is absolutely crazy, you guys. But we're facing a classic miner poison deck with minions. So, right here, like, generally I want to pump and get, like, a nice elixir advantage. Because he can defend pretty well. You know, he's got poison, he's got miner, mighty miner, cannon, and the wall breakers are so annoying, especially Evo. Like, this will wreck your whole expo, sorry. For like 2 elixirs, crazy. So yeah, we want to pump up as much as we can and play off our elixir advantage pretty much. Okay. So here I think I want to just split my Evo archers in the back. Splitting Evo archers is great because they can't really kill both sides, unless if they have like an Evo cannon cycle. But we go expo with this, and you always just want to be aware of like what they have. And just be like, think before you expo, be like, okay, Warrior's count is going to be, do I need to ice spirit in front of the expo? Is he going to cannon bridge? And all these things you just notice off of playing your opponents and seeing like what they usually use to counter your expos. So you kind of like learn that like later on into the games. So unfortunately I have to use my Evo skeletons here, but to be honest, it's like they're not going to get much value anyway other than like a miner or wall breakers. So it's not too much of a big deal. This push is a bit annoying, but he's pressuring up the lane pretty well. So I do take a few minion hits there. By the way, guys, if they've got like Evo wall breakers and it's going to hit your expo and mighty miner, just ability so that it doesn't damage the mighty miner, because the mighty miner is just going to get wrecked as well. So you might as well save that ability, get it out of there, and pressure the other lane with the mighty miner being up. So here, I just want to catch his mind as my mighty miner. Again, see that like I knew my expo was dead, guys, so I just force out the minions from him. Unfortunately, he has Evo cannon rotation for my Evo archers, which well played from him, keeping that for the archers. Okay, so here I'm not too bothered about the wall breakers on the left because they're on the wrong lane anyway. So I think I want to expo honestly with this and tank with the mighty miner, but he is playing it very well and he's not really playing anything in front of the expo other than his miners on top and wall breakers. So the mighty miner and bridge isn't getting much value for us. But anyway, we want to expo again because we know he's down elixir. I go barb barrel trying to tank for something, but he plays a mine down low and cannons low. These Evo archers do manage to take out the wall breakers, and they're just like a threat to him, I guess. Those Evo skeletons were for like a miner on the expo, but he does play it very well and plays minions instead. This guy's playing very well, you guys. And I know on the replay it doesn't show like him BMing, but I think at this point he was like calling good game, like thinking he won and everything, because he's doing a very good job of defending and everything. He's got the poison, and the longer this matchup goes, it's more his matchup basically, because you can just stack poisons and all, tower and expo. But I'm constantly pressuring the other lane here. I know he doesn't poison that right side, but I'm constantly switching my expos, and yeah, he can poison the right and get the tower, but I want 2 expos down because that's how I'm going to mostly break through in these types of matchups. Is getting like double expos when it's really hard to break through. But he just poisons, so I'm going to rush. Like, I need damage, you guys. I need a big expo lock because the game's about to end, and these Evo archers melt the mighty mine and he can't get a mine down in time, and that's GG. We absolutely cooked him at the end, you guys, and we obviously BM'd him. Alright, so In this next game, we're facing Goblin Giant Sparky with Vines and Poison. I don't know what the Poison's doing in the deck, but honestly it helps him out a bit, to be honest, against Expo. And obviously he's good against the pump as well. But usually you just want to pump as early as you can, you guys. That's like the main tip, I guess. Obviously I know he has no Vines inside here, so I do play Mighty Miner plus E-Spirit, and then I also Archers for the minions. Honestly, I probably could just ability them Skeletons. The Archers weren't even necessary, but I don't really think that the Mighty Miner would wreck the Goblin Giant as fast as it did. And the Archers are a threat anyway. But I think he's going to eat the Archers anyway. Well, it's the right play to do, so let's see if he does eat them. Yeah, well played. If he defends them Archers, then he's down so much elixir, so he just needs to eat it. And then he poisons our pump, which is the right play from him. We forced out the poison, you guys. So I want to preferably go in here. But I just need to be careful because he can just go Goblin Giant into my Expo. So I'm going to play it slow and get a Mighty Miner down the lane. He plays the Electro Wizard, so I want to switch as soon as possible. Don't really want to hang around that left lane with the Mighty Miner. And then I've split my Evil Archers in the back. And then we go Expo straight away. Because we have the Evil Archers down the lane. And the Mighty Miner blocking up that lane. So the Sparky takes out a Mighty Miner, however. We do have an Evil Archer still alive. He does Vines it, unfortunately, but I get a Barbell plus Ice Spirit to tank for the Expo. Allowing us to take out the Sparky. And I predicted that he'd play minions there, so I played the Archers for them. I pre-placed them for the minions. I do pump, and you might be thinking, why aren't you pumping on the left? Well, because if I pump on the left, you might not poison it, and poison's one of his greatest counts to my Expos. So I want to kind of switch it up a little bit and just play mind games with Expos. All about, it's kind of like log bait, hyper bait decks, where it's like a lot of mind games and kind of trick your opponent, see what they're about, see what if you switch up your pumps, is it going to tempt them, is it not going to tempt them? Just mind games mostly, honestly, in the tougher matchups. So he finally does poison that, but now he poisons, we can just pump again on the left side, and we're up so much elixir, because we're on the same elixir, but I have a whole pump down, you guys. I split my Evil Archers in the back, obviously, and then I want to just Mighty Mine on this. However, he does have the Electro Wizard, so I'm going to have to get out there with the Mighty Miner, because no point sticking around. I do have Evo Skeletons, though, which are going to clutch up pretty nicely. By the way, you guys, if you're thinking, Evo-wise, you do need the Evo Archers in this deck for sure. And I'd definitely recommend Evo Skeletons. If you don't have them, you could maybe run the Evo Ice Spirit, but I would recommend Evo Archers and Evo Skeletons for sure, you guys. Okay, I definitely want to deal with that Evo Lumberjack. I don't want that locking onto my tower, so I Barbara. And we have 2 pumps, you guys, so again, we're up so much elixir. And I think here I just want to defensively Expo. Sometimes when they spark in the back, especially in the single, you guys, you want to Expo the other lane. Same goes if they Golem in the back. Because obviously if you Expo the other lane, when they spark in the back, they're going to have to play something on your Expo, so they're not going to be able to get a tank and run the Sparky, so then the Sparky's easy to counter. So it's less about getting damage on the other lane, it's more making them spend elixir so they can't support the Sparky, basically. I want to support this Expo on the right, you guys. So I'm spending quite a bit of elixir. We force out a poison there, which is nice, and an Electro Wizard. So as soon as he does that, I know he's down on elixir, so I want to Expo the other lane, and then get my Evo Archers, Evo Skeletons, just to melt that Goblin Giant as fast as I can. Expo does lock, and then we also get another Expo in the other lane. It's just GG. He panics, misses the Vines, and in them types of situations, when you get double lane Expo, they're just cooked. I'll be real, they're absolutely cooked. Yeah. Alright, so in this next matchup, we're facing a brutal matchup, absolute hard counter recruits. I'm pretty sure if you guys do play Expo, just any Expo deck in general, most Expo decks, you all know that Recruits is just a brutal hard counter. Recruits and RG Monk. I'd say RG Monk's probably worse, but yeah. I mean, if you're playing maybe 2.9 Expo, the Archer one, you probably have a better matchup than other Expo decks, but yeah, RG and Recruits for sure are really tough. You usually want to Expo in single Because in double and triple, you're not really ever going to break through in most situations. So we take a bit of damage, but sometimes it's nice to take a bit of damage so you can build up a bigger push and get more damage in return. However, the Zappies do clutch up for him. The Mighty Mine's a threat, so here I go Evo Skellies, wanting to chain onto the Bar Barrel, but the Mighty Mine takes it out, so I'm forced to go Bar Barrel to tank for the Evo Skellies. Nicely force out some arrows, which is great for us. Okay, I kind of want to reset. I'm thinking I just want to get a pump or something down, because there's no point going Expo, because he'll just go Recruits and I just lose the game, pretty much. I could go defensively Expo as well, just not offensively Expo. Obviously, I think I want to just pump, though. He goes for his cage, so I'm probably going to just defensive Expo to take out the cage. And just have the Expo on the map just to be annoying, because, yeah, Expo's pretty good defensively in these types of matchups. Okay. So I'm thinking he's probably going to go Recruits in front of these Zappies here. That's like the predictable play. He does, but I also know he's going to try Flying Machine Snipe the Expo. So I try to tank for it for a little bit and get some archers, but he obviously has Fireball, so he gets a nice Fireball there. The Mighty Mine is still a threat though, so I want to switch, take out the Zappy and keep it as a threat so that he spends Elixir and then I can just pump up. Because I need a massive Elixir advantage to break up now in double and triple, because it's a very tough matchup, so you want to rely on the pumps for breaking through. And even sometimes when you have 2 pumps down, you still can't break through. That's just how overpowered Recruits are versus Expo. But yeah, you just got to try find a way to break through. I'm going to wait on this Mighty Mine ability. Try to get as much as I can with it. He goes in with his piggies, so I'm thinking I just want to go Evo Skeletons on that. And look at this key play here, you guys. Look at how much damage is on the right hand side. But I needed to eat that so I could be up Elixir so I could Expo when he didn't have enough for a tank. So if I didn't eat that, then I would never have got the Expo lock. If I just defended, then by the time I had enough for Expo, he would have had enough for his defenses. And look at how much damage I'm getting. But I should have probably archered in front of my Expo and I would have won the game there. The only issue is I have no spells, you guys, so the game's not even done. And I have no building for his piggies and he has Fireball. So it's like, damn, have I lost even after that massive connection? I need another Expo connection because I have no building. And like the only way I'm going to damage like E-Spirits or something, but he's not really going to let me do that at this stage of the game when his tower's so weak. I want to just kill this Flying Machine. I know he's going to play, so I protect my archers very well. And here, when I have all these archers on, I'm very like happy and I'm going to go... I have a feeling I've won because of me tanking and keeping the archers alive. And I just want to switch, take these piggies out as fast as I can, bar bar. I just need a little lock, and we finally get the lock. And we take the W. Alright, this last game, you guys. Usually I do like 3 games per video. But I just wanted to show you guys how to beat like Golem. And because you guys might be like, how would you beat Golem Vines, like the meta Golem decks? Because they just Vines your Mighty Mine and you're cooked, innit? But I'm going to show you guys how to win these awful matchups. But yeah, the main thing again is like pumps and stuff like that. But you gotta be like careful to not get punished when you pump, because basically if you lose one tower, you're basically like, cause you don't really want to lose a tower of these type of, or just Expo in general, because maybe like against lava, but if you just lose your tower and then it's a 1-1 situation, you lose yours, you take theirs, but then it's like. You don't want to be in a 1-1 situation with Expo, because then if it's like the side they took your tower and you have to push that side, then they could just put troops directly on your Expo and your Expo's never really going to break through. So yeah, you don't really want to lose towers and tower trade with Expo. Like, feel free to take a bit of damage to get massive Expo locks, but you can't really tower trade. It's not a beatdown deck. Okay, so here I have 2 pumps down, so I'm up a massive amounts of elixir. So I probably just want to split my Evo Archers here, really. And then I'm probably going to Expo with preferably the right side, because there's no Goblin Machine in that lane. He does get a Golem down, unfortunately, but I'm just going to try and melt it down with a Mighty Miner. And then Evo Skelly to the left-hand side. So here, if you just look closely, you guys, these Evo Skellies are a threat for him, because he has Chef Tower and shoots a bit slower than normal tower. We melt the Golem down, fortunately, and then he has to Baby Drag on that. He could have Vines it, but he plays his Evo Baby Dragon. So immediately I want to expert over lane because I know he's low on elixir and he's not back to golem. Unfortunately the archers do die, but this expert does lock, like look how much damage it's getting. He's forced to Vines and then the expert's dead. Vines is so annoying to face, you guys, but yeah. I know he's like lower than us on elixir and we still have a pump down. Obviously like, we was probably like, equal elixir, but because I have a pump it means I'm up elixir. So I could go expo and when they play troop I know they can't afford the golem basically, because golem's 8 and they play mini P.E.K.K.A. they're not really going to be able to afford a golem. So I know they have to play more troops for my expo. Okay, so I get switch on that, the guards. Archers are still up. I have another pump down, and look how much... We're on the same elixir, but I have a whole pump down, basically. So again, I'm just going to expo. He's in a golem, so that's basically just going to distract the whole expo, pretty much. But I'm up so much damage, you guys, so I just want to kind of keep expoing. Keep on the pressure, keep him on the defense, so I don't allow him to go for a big golem push. Yeah. I got these evil archers down low because he just played his Vines. And we want a barbell for the witch. Soon things are going to get very sticky. Like we get a nice defense here. Evil archers are counter pushing, so we do expo with this, forcing him to golem on defense again. Very soon though, with this, I think this next push he has, like counter push, things do get very sticky, guys, and you're just going to see the cycle cards coming in clutch on defense, really. Okay, so he has the Evo Baby Dragon, which is so annoying, but we do Mighty Mine ability because we just want to get that card out of the way. It's so annoying to deal with, especially if they play like mini packs and stuff with it and the golems and stuff. So here I've got 1 minute left and he plays a machine, so I'm just going to defensive expo. I'm just going to try to stall the game out and take the win because I know that I'm probably not going to get another expo lock, especially when I have no pumps down and it's triple elixir. I split my Evo Archers in the back because he's going to Vines them if I just play in a 1 lane, so there's no point. I switch, I get out of there with a Mighty Miner, getting some nice damage on the troops. And then here, you guys, here's where things get really sticky. Yeah, they get very sticky, and I'm just playing my cycle cards, trying to defend as well as I can. E-Spirit, and then Mighty Miner ability, Evo Archers, I-Spirit to pull it up, E-Spirit to chain, bar barrel, and then once I play that bar barrel, and then I knew I'd won. But yeah, I had to play a lot of cheap troops, and having double spirit can be very good, you guys, in this deck because it allows you to cycle your pumps very quickly, and also you have like 2 very cheap cards that can pull troops away and get nice positive elixir trades on defense. But anyway, that's the end of the video, you guys. We actually pushed pretty high with this deck, and yeah, if you're trying to watch the gameplay, feel free to join up the TikTok lives. And yeah, until the next video, peace out, guys.